Right, next for us it's Elland Road. The live match of the day on Sunday couldn't separate them, and it still looks very evenly matched. Leeds United against Arsenal, and we'll join John Motson.
Andy Linnigan, back in the Arsenal team tonight in place of the injured David O'Leary, is on familiar ground. He was a Leeds United player before moving on to Oldham, Norwich and then Arsenal. In fact, both teams are forced interchanges tonight. Leeds are without Carl Schutt, injured in the first match on Sunday, so at number 8, John Pearson starts the game this time. And number 4, David Batty, plays his last game before starting a 2-match suspension. Well, there's a second change in the Arsenal lineup. At number 7, Perry Groves was also injured in Sunday's match, so in comes 21-year-old David Hillier to start the game. He can play either in defence or midfield. Leeds United, 11 consecutive home wins. Arsenal beaten just once in some 30 competitive matches. Something has to give. This is Winterburn for Arsenal. Limpar. Strachan for Leeds. Batty. Play on. Strachan. That is a foul. Lee Chapman brought crashing down by Steve Bold. There's Chapman. Only just over. And David Seaman probably should have had it covered, but it was a good header by Lee Chapman, this. Got up really well. Yes, he had it covered. Here's White. Haddock's outside him. Smith has got to sort himself out here. Well, he did it ever so well because there were 3 Leeds players surrounding him. Winterburn. Fairclough. McAllister. Well played. Batty. Pearson. McAllister. What a good move by Leeds. It's David Batty right through. Goal scoring's not his strongest suit, and Seaman was able to make the save. I think Batty's only scored once for Leeds in his 100 or so games, and he got put clean through the middle there in a dangerous position, but the ball bounced even before it reached Seaman. Corner. It was a chance, though, especially in a tight match. And that's Fairclough. Oh, and a miss kick. Fairclough again. Speed now for Leeds. Pearson's closing in with the goalkeeper. And David Seaman is taking no chances. Leeds forcing the pace right from the start here, and the crowd getting right behind them. Well, John Pearson, who is an excellent target player and an intelligent footballer as well, he brings the others into the game well, and that was his own effort on goal, having helped in the build-up in 2 previous attacks. This is Speed for Leeds and Dixon for Arsenal. That was Hillier making a good challenge on McAllister. Limpar's ball forward. Speed. Now Gordon Strachan's made a forward run here, the Leeds captain. Back again to Haddock. Wasn't quite what he intended. Davis was in the way. Here's Thomas. Now Motson for Arsenal. There's a cluster of Arsenal players in midfield to his left, and he's gone for the driven ball out to Anders Limpar. Winterburn steaming up outside him, and Limpar goes for the curler, and that was Arsenal's best effort so far, but it was a good one. Limpar, who scored twice here earlier in the season and wants just 1 goal for double figures, which would be his best ever season as a goal scorer, whatever country he's played in, and that wasn't a bad try at all from the Swede. That's Imre Varadi back in the Leeds squad tonight as a substitute. Motson pulling to the right. Oh, good-looking ball by Motson. In fact, it went under Davis's foot. And here's Winterburn. Chance to cross. Or maybe Limpar can. It's a good cross. Michael Thomas is coming in here. And worthwhile approach work by Anders Limpar. Gives Arsenal a throw on the other side of the field. Lee Dixon. And up comes Andy Linnigan. And it's Linnigan's cross, and a chance there for the header by Paul Davis, and it goes over the bar. I rather feel that John Lukic may have not been quite as commanding as normal. He came for a long throw, got half a punch on it, and Linnigan was able to hook it back across. That's Davis with the header over the bar. Thomas. Speed. Chapman in a good position, centre forward. Didn't move quite fast enough. I think he was a bit worried about offside. Oh, good play, Limpar. That's a tremendous run. And it was only a last-ditch tackle by Mel Sterland that stopped Anders Limpar possibly getting one of the goals of the season. He must have gone past 3 Leeds players there, and he was on a direct route towards a shot at goal. Very strong and determined play by the man who now takes the corner for Arsenal. Curled in, Bold was there. He's still there, in fact. The ball is back with Limpar. This time it's White who clears for Leeds. Strachan. Sterland. It's Winterburn, though. Arsenal pressing. Davis. Motson. Oh, Alan Smith. What a chance for Arsenal. What a good challenge by Chris Fairclough. And how critical it was on Alan Smith. The Leeds number 5 saves the day there without a doubt. Good ball by Motson. Really did put Smith in a good position. He goes away from Chris White, but watch Fairclough come in there. It's Sterland forward. Now Bold for Arsenal. Sterland again. Unrelenting pace from both teams, and the referee blows his whistle for half-time. And this keen meeting of mind and muscle remains absolutely even. Alan Smith had a good opportunity for Arsenal, but Chris Fairclough caught up with him in the penalty area. And at the other end, there was an opening for David Batty of Leeds, but neither was taken. And we still haven't seen a goal in 135 minutes of cup football between these two giants. Well, these are good days for the Leeds United supporters, involved in so many competitions and going well in all of them just now. The season's still offering so much for both these clubs. Arsenal leading the First Division Championship, Leeds 4th in the league and attacking Wembley on 3 fronts now. The FA Cup here and the Rumbelows Cup semi-final, and also the semi-final coming up in the northern section of the Zenith Cup. There's still nothing in it, nothing at all between these two sides. Here's Pearson for Leeds. Speed. Haddock. It's too long. And now Winterburn. Limpar. Foul by Sterland. Linnigan going to the far side of the area, behind Alan Smith. Bold's gone to join him as well now. Winterburn to take it. And that is Linnigan, and this is Bold. And now Motson plays the 1-2. It catches Bold, it finds Motson again, and that was Haddock. Half away by speed as far as Lee Dixon. And he's found Winterburn. Leeds coming out in a line. Limpar. Oh, it's a good ball to Paul Davis. And between them, Chris White and John Lukic shut down the Arsenal captain and concede the corner. It's going to come to Winterburn. Wasn't on his left foot ideally. Offside, Motson. Foul, Linnigan on Chapman. These two matches have been played in an exceptionally good spirit. Nobody has lost his temper or made life awkward for the referee. Every decision so far has been accepted. Here's Batty. Chapman. It was Hillier's header out. Strachan. Sterland. Looks for Strachan again. Came off Paul Davis. Corner to Leeds. Noel Sterland up there in the penalty area now with the two centre-backs. Pearson's there too. It's White! It's a goal for Leeds! No! No, it's not. The referee says no. He's seen something in the 6-yard box. At that point, he's probably offside, Lee Chapman. And that's why I'm sure Alan Seville has said no and given an indirect free kick to Arsenal. He thought he'd scored against his old club. It was White's shot, but I'm sure that's offside against Chapman, as I thought at first. Haddock. Speed. Well, is this the moment for Leeds United? The ball in the net once, no goal, and now a corner. On by White, speed! Off the line. Winterburn, I think. Nigel Winterburn saves Arsenal this time. Gary Speed's header. Pearson's in there again. Leeds continue to press with Sterland. Chapman's there. It's a goal this time. It's Lee Chapman. And Leeds are now in front without a doubt. And just look at the jubilation. And what a cross from Mel Sterland. It was made to measure, and Chapman guides the header in off the post. The top goal scorer in the First Division gets his head to it after an hour's play, and sweet revenge in a way for Chapman, who was in an offside position when White thought he'd scored a couple of minutes earlier. This one does matter, and Leeds are in front. Sterland, who provided the cross, and what a good one it was. Pearson. And it's Sterland again. And Winterburn, who got one off the line in between those other two efforts. Here's Limpar for Arsenal. Motson in the middle, making ground. Still Limpar. It's a great run. It's there. And there's Limpar. Arsenal typically are right back in it at a stroke. Just look at that. Limpar produces a fine individual goal just 1 minute after Leeds took the lead. He picked up pace, he was clear of White, cut across him in fact, and then drove it past John Lukic. Dixon. Leeds coming out. Dixon goes himself. The right thing to do to try and get through the offside, but Haddock hasn't put a foot wrong. Here he comes again. Forward by White, Chapman. Oh, look at that. Really good open play to Sterling. And what a great ball in. Oh, it's Pearson's flick on its speed. And Strachan's coming in. What a wonderful goal it would have been. And he was denied by a good challenge on the far side. Leeds United could have taken the lead again. A great touch by John Pearson. Lovely header. The cross comes in, well delivered. And Strachan is coming onto it on the volley, and it was Linnigan. Speed. Chapman. Referee saw nothing amiss there, and it's Davis for Arsenal. Forward by Winterburn. Good challenge by Noel Sterling. There isn't a moment in this match to draw breath. Strachan, and it was an important interception by Linnigan, and look where the goalkeeper is to try and stop it going out for a corner. He'll have to get back now. It's a throw by Chapman to Pearson. Chapman again. Batty didn't quite make it. McAllister's closing in, and well played the Arsenal defence, notably Linnigan there. David Seaman went on an excursion, and he had to be just as quick going back as he was coming out. Smith. Forward by White. Up and under for John Pearson to compete with. Here's Chapman. And McAllister's in the area with him. It's still Lee Chapman. That's a good effort. Hard lines. Trying to curl it into the far corner. Underneath the angle. McAllister was quick to support him here, but Chapman found space himself, turning bold a bit and going for the curler. Good piece of skill by the big man. His touch is so much more assured now than when he played for Arsenal.
That was the last opportunity, one apiece at the end of 90 minutes, so once again into extra time.
So will they settle it tonight, or will it go back to Highbury on the 13th of February? No substitute used at this stage. It's in by speed for Leeds to Chapman. Good skill again on the floor. Couldn't find Strachan though. White. Chapman makes himself available again. Good mobility by the centre forward. And he sets up Batty here. Well played. Pearson's coming in. Oh, well collected by David Seaman. A fine piece of goalkeeping. David Batty was the player who made the running on the left. And make it, he did, by stretching the defence, cutting the ball back dangerously. But Seaman made that his. There goes Limpar. And now Hillier. Smith. Good play. Sterling. Oh, Davis missed it. Here's Strachan. Oh, McAllister, a great run from midfield. The header was by Dixon. And Chapman asks for the corner and gets it. Good break by Gary McAllister to back up the attack. And the crowd urging Leeds on. Strachan again. McAllister. Strachan! He's there! Oh, great save. Offside anyway, was it? Referee stopped it. Darting run by Gordon Strachan, threatening to win it on his own there. What energy the man's got. And the applause rings round the ground for the little fella, the Leeds captain. Seaman actually has had a good match too. He's been tested more than once. Strachan going for the return. A little bit of backing in, I think, there by Chris White, wasn't there, on the defender? The last minute of the first period of extra time in the replay. And they all wonder just how long this cup tie is going to run. Fairclough and White making their way forward. Batty to take it. Pearson. Here comes Haddock. Whistle's gone. End of the first period of extra time. And the score remains. Leeds United 1, Arsenal 1. Away we go again. You've just got to compliment the sides on the quality of play tonight. It's been quite exceptional, bearing in mind the speed of the game. Davis well forward here. It's Limpar. And now Winterburn. Limpar again. Smith calling on the far side of the area. Still Limpar. Well, he really is a bold, imaginative player, the Swede. It's lovely to see a flank player like this, a wide man, prepared to cut inside and open things up himself. And the first substitution of what's been an exhausting night for the two teams. Mel Sterland comes to the touchline and is replaced by Glyn Snowden. Haddock has come across to right back and Snowden has gone to left back. Speed. Batty. Pearson, Snowden. Chapman's offside. The arms were up and so was the flag. So here come Arsenal again with Dixon. Well, we're either going to have some high drama in the dying minutes here, or else we're going to have a third match at Highbury in a fortnight's time. Motson for Arsenal. Forward by Dixon. There's Hillier. Davis. Thomas is well forward. Davis again. McAllister got a foot in. Now it's Winterburn for Arsenal. Pearson inside. Strachan. Oh, well played again. Chapman. And Leeds build up again. So neat. After nearly 2 hours of football, they can produce a move like that. In by Batty. Chapman's flick. Strachan nearly made it. Pearson tries. The flag's up for offside. Even before, oh, is it? Yes, offside. The crowd thought there was a penalty for hands. But in fact, the flag preceded that. And the linesman was already signalling as this ball is played through. There's the player in the offside position, Gary Speed. 2 minutes. Limpar for Arsenal. Motson. Limpar. Dangerous. Oh, Smith nearly made it. Good defending by Chris White. Wherever you look on the field, there's a player who's been on the top of his game tonight. A cracking cup tie. And it looks like going on and on. But here's Dixon for Arsenal. That's a good run by the England fullback. Wide of him is Thomas. It's his cross. Smith! Leeds crowd just held their breath there. It was Thomas's cross, and Alan Smith got contact all right, but it was floating away. Steve Bold who cleared, and there's time for Leeds to launch at least one more assault. There's a minute to go, and they're throwing everybody forward here. It goes towards Pearson and comes out to Limpar. Arsenal throw off Batty. There's hardly been a stoppage. Trainers haven't been required, no arguments with the referee. The game has flowed wonderfully well. Great advertisement for the FA Cup, but it's a free kick to Arsenal. And there's going to be a third match at Highbury on Wednesday the 13th of February. A tremendous match, this replay, in which both sides emerged with enormous credit. Chapman put Leeds ahead, Limpar equalised, but the quality of play was quite outstanding. In that sense, a much better game than Sunday's, but the scene will go back to Highbury now, because you still can't separate Leeds United and Arsenal.
Yes, replay a fortnight tonight at Highbury, and usually if we choose a live match of the day, it's about 3 weeks before we get a result, but Terry, not much between them tonight.
No, it was an equally contested game, wasn't it? And I think that they were terrific competitors. I thought the spirit of both games tonight, I thought was really good at both teams, because there's a lot on it.
Arsenal, if anything, a little bit more threatening tonight than Sunday?
I thought so. I thought, although Leeds put a lot of pressure on, I thought when they did attack, especially through Limpar, I thought they looked very, very dangerous.
But there's another disallowed goal to talk about for Leeds this time, and maybe not quite as clear-cut as we once thought.
Well, it's like forwards, when they come back to defend, he's gone back in there. You see Smith is the guy that goes back in there. Instead of coming out, Bold steps up to leave him offside, but Smith goes back in there again, and I think it's very tight.
Lee Chapman, the man judged offside there, but
that's right.
A little bit marginal.
I thought so. I thought it was very tight. And here, it looks like Lindengen's more rather than attacking the ball, looks like he's trying to hold Chapman off.
There's Chapman making up for it just a few minutes later, putting Leeds ahead, and the goal that levelled it quite outstanding for Manchester.
Exceptional skill. He cuts inside Fairclough, opens it up, and you'd put money on him bending it in the far corner and pulls it into the near post. Exceptionally good goal.
But tonight we've had, what, 2 disallowed goals and 1 goal which perhaps in your opinion shouldn't have been allowed. We seem to be getting more and more of these supposed marginal decisions in the last few months. Is there anything behind that?
Yeah, I think that's true this year. I think we've had a lot more controversial decisions, and I think there's a lot of people pushing to try and have some type of summit to try and make some changes. There is a problem there, and I think it's something that's got to be done about it.
The change that you would like to make is introduction of video evidence?
Well, I think if it's something, people talk about complaining on decisions, but if it's a decision after 90 minutes, we're actually looking at something that's going to change the game one way or the other. Happened against with Arsenal and Leeds on Sunday, where Davis certainly wasn't offside, and it's so important. I think we're not in a hurry. For 10 seconds, we can make 10 seconds to give us a decision if it's a very important one.
And you're not
they do it in American sport, and I think there's no reason why it shouldn't happen here.
You're not advocating putting pressure on the referee or undermining the referee?
No, not at all, because the referee, we all understand as a difficult job. All we want is justice to be done.
That will be discussed, I'm sure. One more replay.